It's crazy that most design schools or boot camps nowadays are basically whipping up slapdash, lazy courses with some UX basics and a project or two with zero foundational design education, and claiming students are guaranteed a job in X number of months.
It's wild to me that most design schools aren't even founded by designers with lived experience in the design industry. And where are all the women founders in this space? I don't see them.
Also, did you know that the curriculum of a lot of design boot camps today are essentially a curated list of existing free resources and blog articles? My name is Stella Guan, and I'm the co-founder and chief executive officer of Path Unbound.
My name is Ligouri, and I'm the co-founder and chief product officer of Path Unbound.
After working at corporate design jobs for 10 years, I felt this need to find an outlet to do something a bit more meaningful. I know I love speaking to people, so I found teaching as a side job, and it was that very side job that opened my eyes to how poorly the design education industry is doing on actually giving students useful tools to build their careers successfully in a meaningful and profitable way. I found that traditional four-year universities are still severely behind in career development and portfolio building.
Having spent over 6 years teaching design, training designers how to be instructors, and developing design curriculum and overseeing the day-to-day runnings of education programs, what keeps me working in this space is the relationships I get to be a part of. The relationships between passionate students learning to design for the first time, relationships between dedicated instructors and their students, and relationships between the new generation of designers and the design industry that they are entering into. These relationships are integral in how we think about our courses and the overall environment we're cultivating at Path Unbound, which is why I really dislike the term bootcamp, because that really speaks more to the rigor and speed of completion rather than the multifaceted journey students go on with their instructors when choosing to learn a new profession.
When Sydney and I met, we immediately clicked. She and I are so similar in how we do things and see things, it almost feels like we are the exact replica of each other, which is scary at first, but it turns out we complement each other perfectly as founders. We're both seasoned designers, we're both business-minded women with a ton of experience in design education, and we both want to make a difference in this space.
At the end of the day, Path Unbound exists because there has to be a more accessible and inclusive way to provide design education. By distilling our courses to the most concentrated, streamlined curricular taught by highly talented, professional instructors, we're eliminating wasted time and wasted money so you can go from student to hired as efficiently as possible. When I was studying at Parsons, which costs about $50,000 per year, I often questioned where all the tuition money was going. So much of what I learned turned out to be fluff. And after I entered the design industry, so much of my practical knowledge and skill set was developed on the job. After graduating, no one has ever asked me to see my degree. The only truly important factor was my portfolio of work, none of which was created during my time in school.
Right. But then I was super excited by boot camps. At first, because I thought, finally, there are people who provide more practical training than, charging $200K for 4 years and require you to take classes like philosophy, then squeeze in portfolio in the last semester as an afterthought. But I was quickly disappointed again because when I saw the portfolios produced by bootcamp grads, they all looked unrefined. The same people who went to college ended up at these boot camps after they realized there were gaps in their knowledge. So why then, after completing college and a boot camp, were students still not hireable? I took a look at what and how these boot camps teach design. Then I said to myself, oh, now I get it. They're running design training programs like they would run an employee upskill program. They teach you all the fancy UX frameworks and jargon in the beginning, but very few, if any, design foundations. Of course, the graduates come out with portfolios far inferior than the work of someone who actually knows their craft.
Exactly. And this is actually how you first started Path Unbound. Bootcamp students flooding to us after being dissatisfied with the results they paid thousands for, right?
Exactly. It's ironic, right? We were the fixers for bootcamp failures. But we all know the better way is not to keep fixing problems, but to do it the right way in the beginning.
And that's why Path Unbound is the premier school for design education it is today. We offer a comprehensive, foundation-focused curriculum without any of the unnecessary and outdated content from typical college curriculum.
We developed 2 programs, School of Design and Portfolio School, for students in different stages of their design career preparation. If you have never studied design and come from another field, School of Design is perfect for you. We teach you the foundation from the ground up and help you build at least 4 professional-level portfolio projects. In addition to an outstanding personal brand, custom website that wows any hiring managers, and help you find the right fit on the job market. Not everyone needs to or wants to apply to Google. If you have already studied design from another program, or even working as a designer, but are not satisfied with your portfolio, our standalone portfolio school program, which is included for School of Design students, is just what you need to finally achieve your career goal.
Our School of Design program is flexi-paced and takes just 6 to 8 months to complete while studying part-time for 10 to 15 hours per week. You'll have the expert guidance of our highly vetted instructional team. Yeah, we don't crowdsource our instructors. We curate a high-quality instructional team of professional designers that are 100% dedicated to student success. You'll have weekly live sessions with your instructor and regular advisory sessions with our student experience team to ensure any questions or problems that arise are dealt with promptly.
Our portfolio school program takes 2 to 3 months to complete while studying part-time for 10 to 15 hours per week. Our instructors are not only competent in design education, but also excellent at career coaching in very specific and targeted ways. In other words, they're not your typical college career center coaches who give you a generalized talk about interviews and call it a day.
Our programs have helped students become the designer they've always wanted to be in an efficient timeline, but in the right way. I remember the look on your face when one of our students landed a job halfway through the course. Sign up for our next live info session to get an in-depth understanding of what our program offers and how it can help you launch your design career successfully in just 6 to 8 months.
And you can always apply directly with us today if becoming a designer is your dream. Our founding team has lived our dreams as designers, and we can help you do the same in the right way.